Welcome back to Taco Bowler Gaming. My name is Taco Bowler. Today we're continuing our run playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Falsebound Kingdom. Our Let's Play, we're playing the Kaiba campaign. This is episode 2, Bandits. The team composition is exactly where I left it at the end of the last episode. We're not going to use this one. And then we have these two relatively strong groups. Mokuba, therefore, for the nighttime fights. And let's go. Again, I plan to have each one of these take up one episode, so no time limits or anything like that. Hey, isn't that Kaiba, head of the Imperial Guard? Oh no, no one said he was going to be here. Do something, boss. Shut up, you fool. You know what he's like. We don't stand a chance against him. So, if we can't beat him, let's at least give him something to remember us by. That's the spirit, boss. So, they have characters from the show, other characters besides Yugi and Kaiba. Some of them, I think, are meant to be other duelists that are trapped in the system, but a lot of them, but some of them, I don't think are. And Bandit Keith here and Bones, I think, are from the anime, if I'm remembering correctly. But I don't think that they're meant to be I don't think that they're meant to be people who are in the game. Like real people who are in the game. So each thing can have equipment and can have a trader. Can have a supply depot that replenishes things, or could have a healer. Each home base for you usually has this setup: a blue medicine, a goblin secret remedy, and a monster reborn. Sometimes it's a blue medicine and a red medicine and a monster reborn, but usually has those items. Those are really good items to have. But there are other items that you can get by trying to build elsewhere. Those thieves are going to try everything in their power to take the fort back. We can build equipment. Thank you. So what you can do is you can build equipment. If there's nothing there's 2 slots. You only get the 2 slots. You can build an anti-air cannon and an anti-ground cannon, a barricade that protects against attack. I think it helps your defense. There's the healer, which you can then use gold to heal instead of your items. A watchtower, which double the range of anti-ground and anti-air cannons. A trade union and a supply unit that allows to replenish commands. I want a trade union here. And again, I have a guide up that tells me what things are present in each place. And I really wanted these items. These items boost attack for different types of groups, different types of units, and I would like to grab a couple of each one, if I may. And here comes Bones, or Bones, how I usually pronounce it. And we will get him at the end of this fight. But we have to get to the end of the fight. So, doesn't look like there's too much here, but he does have some red, or some blue medicine that will help heal. So at that point, I have to look at this and go, okay, he's got 500 health on the one with blue medicine. Can I knock out that 500 health before he moves and heals? If I think I can, then we can attack straight up, and we're going to try and knock out the medicine before that is completely done. Otherwise, the next question is, can I survive his attack until he's used up all of his action points? And here I think that's definitely possible to do, because his monsters, 800, 700, and then only 2 at his 1500. I think I'll have no problem surviving the attack, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hit wait a bunch of times until all of his action points are done. Of course, he waits. Or at least the healer's action points are done, I should say. So that way I don't have to worry about him healing his monsters. I do think you get extra points for, in terms of the winner, for consecutive damage kind of deal. Um, but it's kind of one of the only ways you can explain some of the scores like we had last time. What should have been close wasn't. But I don't think that's really going to matter here. If we win, we lose. We don't lose the fort unless we are completely knocked out, and I don't think we were going to be, so... there it is. There's his last move on his healer. So now we begin to attack. And here we go. Now if he had guarded, we would wait out that guard. And then we would move in and attack. And he's going to use this. That's actually two of his monsters have that animation with the Millennium Eye. That's interesting. Oh, we got a crit on the last one. So first I want to knock out the healer. I want to make sure that that gets done, and then I'm going to worry about whether I want to heal my own middle monster after that crit. But with miss possibilities and everything like that, you just want to get his medicine out of the battle, because they will not use it outside of battle. They just don't do that. So what I think I'm going to do now is I think there's a chance that I could knock out that 530 and get 3 action points off the board, but I'm going to take at least one of my moves to heal, and at that point I don't think I can knock out that monster, so I'm going to do as much damage as I can to the middle monster, which is the only one that does real damage. The only one that will still be on his team afterwards, maybe. But we're just going to heal up right now, just 1 blue medicine. That'll make the monster there less likely to be knocked out randomly in the beginning of the next fight and even out the fight again. So I think we're okay here. And I did hear the sounds, so I did get both of those items, so I may spend the rest of my money. I think I will spend the rest of my money. Actually, no, let me quickly open up my guide and see if there's anything I'm interested in the next fight. Oh, definitely in the next fight. So, there's definitely one in the next fight that I'm interested in, so we'll just save up some money for that. There's, there's actually a few things in the next fight that would be highly interesting to get. We'll figure it out. He guarded. I think in this case I'm going to just switch over to the other monster, because the guard is just a waste of an action point here. So I'll just switch over to the other one and just keep attacking. I missed. That miss can turn these back. That was a second miss. They didn't blind me. You do have status conditions you can inflict. A lot of monsters get the opportunity to get a status condition later. And one of those is blinding. Another one is paralysis. Poison and confusion, I know, are there, and they each have a different effect on how things go. And actually, the little snake there, the Medusa-inspired snake, does have one of those attacks that can cause one of the effects. It can cause paralysis later on. My goodness, 3 misses. So Mokuba's going to get destroyed on the scoreboard, even though they hardly did any damage to us. Just because of the 3 misses. But, yeah, one more fight, and that's going to be very, very much done. And I don't think there's any roaming monsters in this particular fight. No. And if you're absolutely min-maxing things, you should be having this fight with Kaiba, because Mokuba is actually not going to be with us every fight, so training up him as a marshal will eventually not matter, but he's here a lot longer than Marithus is. you really spend no time fighting with Meredith. That's completely wasted. Completely wasted experience. Right now, she only has monsters. She or he. It's hard to tell with all that garb. Looks like the capital from Hunger Games. But yeah, they only have monsters, so I can like keep track of them. Honestly. All right. So Yortson also has some interesting things in order to build a trader, specifically red medicine, and I will want that eventually. But no.
And right here, I sped up the game in the device I'm using, and the audio sounded like a drunken chipmunk when I was doing that. So enjoy this generic sound, and then we'll cut back when time slows back down in the recording. In the future, my plan is to just cut these sections.
Okay, I am back. Sped things up a little bit, and there we go. These Imperial dogs really think they can beat me. Bandit Keith versus Kaiba. This will not be a contest. So again, we have the same thing here. We have blue medicine. They're a little bit stronger. But again, I think I'm just going to wait this out. Wait out his blue medicine. He's only got 2 action points on the one with blue medicine, so I don't think that's going to be an issue. I'm kind of glad that they put some medicine in, put some items in early on. There's some games that wouldn't have done that, although they don't put items on nearly well enough, at least on the first campaign. Maybe that gets better as we move along, but there should be more. The difficulty curve could well have been increased, but yeah, it's a 2002 game. Give them credit for what it is. 2002 in Japan, 2003 in the US, 2004 I think in Europe. Way back when things didn't release all at once. All right, let's go knock out the medicine. I'm gonna double check. I think it's on Cyber Commander there, which is the one that just moved. Yes, it is. So here we go. Blitz fire. And then it's all me, all the time. You scored 1249. I bet I will double that by the time we're done. What I look for in monsters, I look for action points, I look for attack. I really don't care about defense, I hardly ever guard. But I really want action points and I want attack, because I mean, eventually the action points matter. I have 2 more attacks in this fight than he does, if I'm remembering what we started with correctly. Maybe 5 more attacks, and that's going to make a gigantic difference. I mean, look, I've already doubled them up, and I've still got some attacks left, so... and, you know, we're going to be knocking out his monsters. So that's what I really look for. You know, if you have a monster with an attack of 600, that doesn't really matter very much, but if you have a monster with an attack of, you know, 1,500, those action points matter. They definitely do. And the marshals get action points as well. Sit here, Kaiba. You see there the battle points, the life points, and the action points of the marshal. And I think you may have to have the colors match up closer to get the most benefit from those. But those marshals, that really does matter as they are moving along. So that is certainly good. And I think that, you know, Kaiba, Yugi, the main ones, they get a lot of those traits. Some of the other ones don't get as many traits as they move along, but every one of them get more as they grow up, at least some. You know, they don't all max out, but they at least get some. But boy, you know, a Kaiba team or a Yugi team, if it's designed right, it can really get really powerful and really strong by the time those marshals are completely leveled up and the monsters are compatible with them and all of that. They can really get really strong. All right. Boom. One more. And with that, Bandit Keith is defeated. And an unnecessary crit at the end to top it off. Perfect. Get out of here. You do want to fight with Kaiba and Yugi and etc. because even though if they lose it's the end of the battle, it's really not, game over or anything. And you want them to have as much experience as they can, for sure. That's far enough. Surrender now. If you're not going to take me in, catch you later. If you're still alive, that is. Ha 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 ha. Boss, don't leave me behind. We failed to catch the leader. Then his underling will have to take twice the punishment then. No, wait, please forgive me. I don't want to die. I'll work for the Empire if you let me live, please. Ha ha. The Empire has no need for your kind. The only thing the Emperor expects from you is your head on a platter. I don't want to. Spare me, have mercy. Jeez, look at this poor guy. Don't you think we should save him, Kaiba? I suppose so. He might prove useful. What? He's guilty of treason against the Empire. If he's not executed, what becomes of the law? What of the law? You destroy for your own pleasure, not because the law demands it. I've made up my mind. I will accept responsibility for this man. Is that a problem for you, Marthas? Kaiba! I am in charge here. Disobeying your commanding officer is a serious military crime, if I'm not mistaken. You'll pay for this, Kaiba. Oh, you'll pay. Thank you. My life is yours, Mr. Kaiba. I may not be very strong, but I am a marshal. I'll do anything for you. He's actually not too bad. Oh, we got a red medicine in that battle anyway. Good, good, good. Alrighty. While Imperial forces are busy trying to restore order, the Resistance Army has been growing. It's so large now that it has launched an offensive on Enno Fortress, the largest fort in the Empire. The fort has requested reinforcements from the capital. The Emperor has dispatched Kaiba and the Imperial Guard. However, the Resistance forces are everywhere. Kaiba and his unit have suffered heavy damage. Again, off-screen battles to move the story along. Kaiba and his unit finally reach Enno, but the Resistance Army is too powerful. Things look bad for Kaiba when something unexpected happens. Alright, let's take a look at the monsters that we got here. Ooh, you have blue medicine. We'll take that. I don't like this one. I don't like that one. Are you Knight Adept? You are Knight Adept. Good. And I think that the Marshal might eventually get Knight Adept. He at least looks like he should. So what we're going to do is we're going to take my favorite ones here. 1600 attack, but it's only 2 action points. I think we will do this. I want to move the snake off the middle. I don't think you need to be the middle monster or anything. And then we'll go ahead and... you look slow. Let's go ahead and have you be the middle. You be over here. This is our Knight Adept team. And I know this one eventually gets paralysis. I don't think the other one eventually gets anything, so that's one of the reasons we have that here. And they don't need any items. And we're going to take these back over to Mokuba. And, where is she? She's up here. And then I guess we'll put this in the middle. It'll be okay. Alright, so here we go. Your Book of Secret Arts. It'll increase the attack points 500. So in that case, you get the medicine over here. Oh, you get a legendary sword, but I want to see what Kaiba's team can get first. Nothing for you? You can't even get Beast Fangs? You can get Beast Fangs. You can't get anything. Okay. What I'm then going to do is I'm going to take you No, we'll take you. Put you in the middle. I know you're relatively fast. And that's a blue medicine on the one with the most action points, which is what we need. We're going to put you here. And then, I guess you're Mountain Adept. I'm going to actually take her. Give you that. And what I'm doing here is I'm getting as many of these things as I can that are able to take one of these power-ups. Apparently I didn't get the second thing. Now, one of the limitations I'm self-imposing is only using one of these. If you can use two, that's really, really powerful on these monsters. They just rip through everything. But I'm self-imposing a limitation of only one because I mean, it does at least somewhat get a little too powerful, I think. But not that much, I will say. Where are we putting that last blue medicine? Let's go ahead and put it on Kaiba's team. Make sure that Kaiba is not going to lose. So, Kaiba is not overly powerful with this, but he's certainly a lot more powerful than anyone else that I've got. But I've been talking about gaming. I hope you have enjoyed. If you did, please do like, please do comment, please do subscribe down below, all that good stuff. And I will see you next time.